Good afternoon, YouTube. So we're sitting in the back of my 1985 Toyota 4Runner here. I've got a Kayline soft top. The topic of the video today is how this Kayline soft top is installed. And this is actually one of my company's earliest products, at least as far as the design goes. So back in, I think, 1998, I had started taking a welding class at a local adult education center, and I was taking it with a buddy of mine who also had a Toyota 4Runner, and he actually owned this Kayline soft top, and he was looking for a way to install the soft top without drilling so many holes, because the way this soft top was initially designed, you had screw holes like every 6 inches here, like right there. Here's one screw that was used, and then there were just basically screw holes all the way down both sides, and then you had screw holes all the way up and around the back of the cab. And anyway, Tom and I came up with this design using little T-brackets. They're mainly meant for like reinforcing shelves and furniture, things like that. And what we came up with was to use these T-brackets and then pop rivet them to the frame of the soft top and locate them where all the factory bolt holes were for the hard top that used to fit on here. So you had one there, there was one here, and then we had a piece of flat bar here that hit that bolt, and then the main folding section of the soft top was there. You riveted that to that flat bar, and then there was a couple more T-brackets in the back there, and then likewise you had brackets up here to attach to the cab bolts, or these were the bolts that held the hard top to the back of the cab. And then there was also, after a while, a company called Specialty Top Co. STC purchased the designs from Kayline and started making it. They also included a better piece here. The Kayline top had like 2 separate pieces of metal here, so we didn't really make a bracket for that. But anyway, just make these little pre-bent brackets. You line them up with one of the bolt holes, bolt it in, mark and drill holes in the frame of your soft top, and then you can then bolt this down, and that'll hold that. So you have basically 2 pop rivets at each location, where you would have had actually just 1 screw. You now have 2 pop rivets plus a factory bolt, and they have a nut welded up inside the body panel there. Yeah, so you end up with like 6 of these brackets, 3 on each side holding it down, and then there's either 4 or 6 of the brackets that go around the cab. If you have the Specialty Top Co version, you get 6 brackets. There's one more bracket. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a bolt hole over there, and then we bolt into the side of this hinge bracket there. Okay, so we have the kit all ready to go. So this is the deluxe kit that has the 2 bars that go underneath the pivot section. Those get bolted down here, and then you've got the 6 offset bends, the 3 on each side. One of them like goes right here. Your factory bolt goes through the bracket, through this thing to hold it down, and that holds down this end of it. And then you've got one of these brackets at the other end that gets bolted to the pivot section, and then you have the 6 brackets for the front of the cab that attach the front frame to the back of the cab. And then we get a whole bunch of pop rivets, so you still have to drill between 50 and 60 holes to install this kit, although you use the holes in the brackets as your template. So basically the way you install this is use the factory bolt to put this in place, and then you have the holes that you can drill into the frame of the soft top, and then you put the pop rivets in, bring them up from below, put the pop rivet in, and then you're basically good to go. Bunch of holes, but all of these holes you drill into the frame of the soft top instead of drilling them into your bed rails on your 4Runner or the back of the cab. So that way if you take the soft top off and put the hard top on, you don't have to worry about like rust forming in all those holes, because literally there's about, I don't know, 50, 60 holes that you have to drill if you install the soft top as per the original instructions. So you ended up with 50 or 60 screw holes in your sheet metal, but then if you took the soft top off and you put your hard top back on, well, then you have a problem. Yeah, speaking of hard tops, there's my old hard top. It's been hanging up in the garage from the roof for better than 20 years now. I remember I first started putting the soft top on in the summer and I'd take it off in the winter, but then I got to the point where it was just easier to leave it off, and so I've just had that hanging up there. So I have a really simple hanging thing. I have a couple of rooftop luggage racks there, and I just put an eye bolt in each end and a ratchet strap, and I have like a bicycle hanging hook in the rafters. I just back the truck in, unbolt this hard top from the truck, and then you just stick this bracket through the window, hoist it up a little bit. Yeah, so for the back, I just hook the ratchet strap hook underneath. There's like a little lip underneath. Lift the back up just enough so you can get that hook in there. Pull the ratchet straps up, keep it level, lift it here a little bit, and then lift it here a little bit, and just keep it level until you get it up as high as you want. Yeah, so anyway, that's how I ended up with the hard top from Tom's 4Runner, because he had initially bought the 4Runner and had the Kayline soft top that he picked up, and then we worked on the easy install brackets, and he got that all set up. I'll put a photo I took of him on one of the runs we went to, and you can see the original soft top on his red 4Runner. But then he had a couple of kids, and the kids started wanting to go along on trips. So he had him, his wife, 2 kids, and a 2-door 4Runner, and that didn't work so well. So he moved over to the FJ80 Land Cruiser with 4 doors and sold his first gen 4Runner. And the person buying the 4Runner didn't want the soft top, he wanted the hard top. So the guy didn't want to pay anything for the soft top, so he ended up selling it to me. So I got the soft top, the other guy got the old 4Runner and the hard top. So that's why I'm keeping my hard top up in the garage here, just in case I need to sell the truck at some point and the person doesn't want the soft top. But yeah, anyway, I got to get this packed up and off to the customer today. So I just wanted to show you one of our original products. So this was designed about 24 years ago, and we make one every couple of years. It's basically a product for an obsolete product, but we'll still make one. We can still get all the piece parts. We just have to drill and bend and do all the fabrication. Check out the video description, and it'll have a link with more information. If you need a easy install soft top kit for your 4Runner, maybe you pick up a used one someplace, drop us a line and we can hook you up. So as always, thanks for watching.